crowd from a Broadway bar, thinking maybe I took it just a little too far. Might as well drink, can't sleep. The horns they blow and drunk girls scream. Well, but maybe I took it just a little too far.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is another edition of Steve's Office Vibes, and today I'm going to focus on hip hop. I mean, this is one of my favorite albums. This is A Tribe Called Quest, the Midnight Marauders. It's their third studio album, released on November 9th, 1993 by Jive Records. On January 14th, 1994, the album was certified gold with over 500,000 albums sold. And then a year later, it was platinum with over 1 million. So this thing was huge. Its production was mainly handled by Q-Tip, one of the primary vocalist, rapper, and of the group. Within the contribution by Skef Anselm and Large Professor and the group's DJ Ali Shaheed Muhammad. If you know the group, you know Ali's mentioned in their songs all the time. The group had Jive secretary Laurel Dan to be the album's tour guide. Her voice is digitized throughout the album with a sample of Kyle Chater's Aquarius as the backdrop. Laurel Dan opens the album on the track Midnight Marauders and as the tour guide, introducing herself as the woman on the album cover and describing the album's sound. So she resurfaces on interludes at the end of some songs, providing information and adding to the overall aesthetic of the album. So this is her. What a cool album cover. This is the green version here. You see all the different artists on here. So there are over 71, or I think at least 71 different hip-hop luminaries and radio DJs on the album cover. Most notable to me were African Bambaataa, who's one of the godfathers of rap, Third Bass, the Beastie Boys. If anyone ever blames the Beastie Boys of cultural appropriation, being on this album cover proves that they were part of the scene and included into the scene, and they weren't appropriating anything. They were creating some of the culture. Amongst others, De La Soul, Dr. Dre, Ice-T, Grandmaster Flash, Dougie Fresh, MC Lyte, Sean Combs, otherwise known as P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Too Short, he was so cool, Fab Five Freddy, and amongst the other rap and hip-hop legends. So I grew up watching Yo MTV Raps, and A Tribe Called Quest were always on the air, and they stood out from the other gangster rappers and the videos. They had people dancing all over the place. These guys were so original, and they fused together jazz and soul and hip hop, and their beats and their vibe were just so original. They were down with De La Soul, who has similar, lots of different samples and stuff. But man, these guys are so cool and part of the Zulu Nation group, and it was a really cool little scene they had going on amongst the rap culture. So this Midnight Marauders has over 20 best of album lists, including top 100 albums of the 90s, 100 best albums of the 90s, best rap albums of 93, 100 best rap albums of all time, 500 greatest albums of all time, 100 best albums of the 90s. I think I mentioned that. 100 albums of the century. So this is a really highly regarded album. I highly recommend it in your record collection. So here we go. Today's Office Vibes, Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders.